Hey everyone, how you doing? Hey Darren.
Oops.
Never mind. Just couldn't get enough of that.
It's catchy, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Played in the background the whole time, man.
All right. Well, here we are. It's 2:05. We apologize for that, but hey, at least we're not Facebook, right? Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp have been out, Darren. I don't know if you've heard.
Wow. Shows you how much of a priority that is for me. They're out.
Yeah.
Really, they're down. Wow.
Yeah, they're down. My mother-in-law called us in a panic, like a teenage girl, not knowing what to do.
Wow.
So I do hope they figure it out. Certainly, I'm sure people like CNN and other media outlets are happy to see this. And it comes on the tail, and really maybe not the tail, but the front end of, right, Facebook facing some accusations of being like cigarette makers. So very good timing. Whoever did this, very good timing, guys.
There's a lot going on with the perception of Facebook and how it's continuing to fuel. I was talking to you about that last week, how they've changed their dynamics so that everything that moves to the front of the line are the more controversial components. So the more like back and forth and heavy comments and name calling you get, they're moving those to the front of the line because it's more engagement for them.
Well, gosh, man, you just made me hit on something as you talk about that. Are we starting to be controlled by the machines, or are we controlling the machines?
It's a crazy world, man. You know, movie industry. Who's going on strike in the movie industry?
Yeah, IATSE.
Yeah, I'm hearing about some medical professionals possibly going on strike during COVID. It's just like all conflict, man. I got to tell you, this doesn't feed into my desired peaceful worldview.
Well, look, just to give some bit of hope, some ray of sunshine, we just started maybe a couple weeks ago with the new brokerage, Avenue 8, and we're very inspired by two of the leaders, old school guys who are very excited, up for the challenge. And what did he say when we saw him last? It's all about being nice. It's about being cooperative. It's about making things work. It's about having such new things as morals and ethics involved in our business. And it always has to get better. It's going to get better, Darren. All right.
Yeah, it's ebb and flow. I get that part, Joe. Yes. More often than not, the solutions are going back to the basics, the fundamentals.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, guys, we do have a fairly full hour, so we'll go through our subject. Our subject this week is about 3D scans, how they've changed real estate, how we use them, and how can use them smartly, whether you're a buyer, a seller, or a homeowner. And then, of course, we'll go through solds, pick out some of the top solds, seller wins versus buyer wins, and then actives that we feel we should be paying attention to. So thanks for being part of our meeting. Let me do the legal stuff first. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Avenue 8 under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Avenue 8. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. All right, there we go. Okay, so I am going to share my screen, Darren, as an example of 3D and scans. Do this here. Works. Let's go over here. Okay. So I'll use a listing that's coming out today, a listing of ours. Hold on. And it is a 3 bungalow Spanish in Echo Park. We have an open house tomorrow, 11 to 2, and then Sunday, 2 to 5. But today, we're going to talk about 3D scans and how they've changed real estate in a lot of ways. Darren, do you want to open it up a bit?
Sure, man. So first I'll start off by saying thank you, Joe, for being a forward thinker and bringing this in-house. It's really, I don't know of any other team that has it in-house, but it's expanded our ability to use it in a lot of ways that you may have not even thought of using it. So the obvious is that, you could walk into a property and walk around the space and capture the entire space. Look up, look down, look around, and just hop around. In creating these, we're moving, you see the spots on the floor. That's every location where the camera has been to help create this and take these 360-degree photos. They also include dimensions, which a lot of people really haven't quite utilized with any seriousness yet, and we find ourselves going down that direction as we explore more options to continue to use with this tool.
So there you go. You can see it. That window space right there is 3 feet 9 inches.
Right. Exactly. That's just amazing. I mean, we're now starting to use this with buyers to help them prep and plan and that whole let's go back to the property and check this and check that, and all that's eliminated. It's not all eliminated, but a good amount of it is eliminated, and it's amazing. Empowering people, empowering buyers to just, in essence, walk through the property 24/7 by having this tool.
This came really from a very specific need, right? We were in a pandemic, limited on-site or in-person showings of homes were basically restricted, and the good rats that we are, we all try to figure it out. And yes, while this technology has been around for a good number of years, we started maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it really came to the fore now, and it's really blossomed into a lot of ways to use it. Darren, from the seller side, how should you think about 3D scans in presenting your property, limiting looky-loos, that sort of thing?
Right. So the way we've utilized it recently has been fantastic. And this applies both to multi-units and single-family, but very specifically with multi-units.
Right.
Because it can be hard to show a tenant-occupied unit. The reality is their incentive is a little less to accommodate. A seller who's selling their house is going to be as accommodating as they need to be. Yeah. Tenants a little less, it has to be a little more structured. So we can create this and make it available to potential purchasers and show all the units well in advance. There are many multi-units that are sold where you don't even get to see, you just get the photos and you're done, you write an offer, and then you get to go inside and you schedule that access point. This makes it a much better experience for absolutely everyone involved, both the buyer, the tenant, and the seller.
All right, this is a good example. So this is a 3-bungalow property. This is still occupied. I think she's leaving in 2 weeks, so that's 1 vacant unit. But we're going to be on the market today, and people can go ahead and access it now. At the same time, we have another occupied unit, the middle unit, and makes it easier on everyone, for sure.
Right. Yep. And in that case, we'll leave that unit and show it as little as possible until we have some serious interest. No need to bother those tenants. And we've done that recently with other units as well.
Now, the other way that you've used it, and I thought it was great, was, we have that property in Arcadia, really, we showed it maybe once or twice. But it also became a good tool to vet people in terms of a carrot and a stick.
This was a high-end property in a situation where a seller really wants to have limited showings, maybe wants to have, for a variety of reasons, for whatever the reason may be, we can take a few photos to show people the essence of the property, and then what we've done, both with the units as well as with the Arcadia property, was require proof that a buyer can purchase the property. Then we send them the full 3D scan. So we maintain that full privacy for that seller, and only show it to people who are qualified buyers. And then if we get past that phase, then we're scheduling showings after that point. And it really just helps everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what other ways have we used it? Well, another thing that just happened, so we are working with a home remodeling company, and they're based out of Maryland,
Right.
and we took a scan of the place, and they've given us what they say is a pretty good estimate of the home without even going inside of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And they used, they had to use the measuring tool to gain some accuracy in doing that. And that was a combination, again, what I feel we have pride in doing, and that's just our ability to communicate clearly. Imagining somebody who's sourced in Maryland, obviously they're going to have a local person doing the work, but we were able to communicate clear enough on the work we wanted done, the scope of the work, and then with this tool, they were able to step in and read our notes and understand what we wanted and measure what they needed to measure, and bam, there's your estimate.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so this tool will be used more and more in real estate, and from my perception. And the next level on this, and it already exists, but it's certainly not mainstream at all, will be VR.
Yep. Yep.
When VR gets better, you're going to be able to feel more like you're in the space, right, and get that full experience.
Well, that's the thing. I have somewhere, I was going to find it, some VR glasses, but yeah, it is happening. It's just a matter of, do people have the equipment to use that? For some properties, it's probably worth buying the glasses and sending to a buyer, say in Europe or New York or China or wherever they might be,
Right.
Because it's worth doing that. You want them there as close as they can.
All right, Joe, I'm going to date myself here.
Yes.
And put an idea out there at the same time, buddy. And
Yeah.
I know you've heard me say this, but it's really at a point where it's super funny at this point.
Yeah.
Early on in my career, what I used to do is buy people fax machines, deliver it to their house,
Yeah.
and it saved me from driving over there to get every single piece of
Yeah.
paper signed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They got a free fax machine. I got things signed in a much easier way. Are we going to start buying people VR glasses, man?
Yeah. You can buy little cardboard versions. They may not be as awesome as like an Oculus or one of those $300 ones, but yeah, man, that might be the new fax machine for us.
Can we have our permanent Urban Hillsides, everything they look at through those lenses, I'll say Urban Hillsides at the top.
We'll put it in the mirrors. We'll put it on the
Right.
glass. We'll put it
Yeah.
on the floor. Yeah.
It's great.
Now, for a buyer and for a new homeowner, these are the other two cases for us. When you're a buyer, open houses are starting up. There's a lot to take in. You
Right.
may need to revisit that property. Well, it may not be open for you. It may not be on your schedule, may be closed, all those things. This is a way to look through it again and truly look at every nook and cranny, every fold of that drapery you can examine once more. So that's another use. And then we're doing it for some clients of ours who recently purchased a place. They're talking about furniture. Is it going to fit? They've got a lot of things to do in that space. They don't have access to it, though. So we're going to do a 3D scan, and yeah, they'll be able to go ahead and start ordering furniture, which is exciting.
Yeah, and what you mentioned there, Joe, not picking up everything, that is 100% of the time. There are always additional questions. And with these same buyers that you're mentioning, again, we will just continue to expand the use of this. They're thinking about, they're moving up in size in property, so their purchase property is bigger than where they're coming from. and they're thinking, oh, I might want to buy some of this furniture. Well, they're going to have to rely on, whatever photos exist in the MLS. It might be satisfactory, but I said to them, when you get the 3D scan, when we send it to you, you can navigate the whole property and absolutely verify what you want to consider purchasing and communicate. It's a great communication tool. It saves time, and then in essence, it saves money for everyone. And it allows you to do things at any time of the day. I think that's always a continual thing, not only in real estate, but in all facets of life. The ability to control your own schedule, and this allows us to offer that to other people.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't going to completely take care of the whole process of buying a home, but it certainly fills in a lot of things. I'm thinking, Darren, the example of some clients of ours who, wisely, they went at night to check out the traffic flow, and they discovered that a lot of headlights coming up into their bedroom. So we're already adding a fence to block. But it won't tell you those things, but it'll, again, give you a lot of what you need. The other thing we haven't done yet, but I think it would be good, I've read about it, is say you've got home insurance or you've got an apartment for apartment insurance. Maybe you want to document everything that you have in there. This is a good, easy, quick way to do it. That can be a tedious job. You might want to do this. So,
yeah, of your own house. And I would just say, I'm going to volunteer your time here, Joe. If we've sold you a house, or if you buy a house with us, or if you want us to come and do this for you and just provide it to you, we can do that. Be happy to see you. And we can put this together for you.
Cool. All right. Well, there we go. I think we covered that pretty well. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing that. Okay. Next, solds. Okay. All right. So, with me here. Okay.
So we do have, I'll just give that quick ratio that we always try to kick off. We have 39 solds, which was much better. It's almost double what it was last week. But then we do have 61 new listings, still an increase in inventory by about 2 to 3. So, a 30% increase in inventory roughly for this week.
Okay, let's go to sold listings, 7 days. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. And okay. It's thinking. Yeah, 61. I want to say that's the healthiest actives we've seen in a while, right?
It's a bump. Yeah, it is. But it was good to see the solds kick up as well, because the last week's solds were slow. I mean, maybe you can account it to approaching a 3-day weekend. You always, certainly the bigger holidays, you'll see an adjustment. But yeah, things started moving again.
Okay. So I picked out 6 to look at. This is what I am terming a seller win. It is 710 Quail Drive. The list price was $1,350,000, and it went up a whopping, $300,000.
Yeah.
To $1,650,000. Just bear with me here. Oh, there it is. All right. Great first picture. Okay. By the way, my mother-in-law is coming over because she's scared there's going to be blackouts because Facebook and Instagram. I'm serious. I'm getting comment.
I'm seriously laughing because you're saying that.
710 Quail Drive. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,534 square feet of living space. Sold for $1,650,000. It's in Mount Washington. Nice sized lot, 23,226. I imagine that's Hills. But yeah, it started at $1,350,000. Its original list price. Took 12 days on the market. Originally built 1932. Obviously, it's been updated there. brought to us by Rob Kallick, and on the buyer side, Karina Dankworts of Keller Williams Realty Los Feliz. So
Yeah,
look at this.
if you go to photo number 43,
Uh-huh.
it shows you how it's just kind of perched on a little landing. Um, yeah, architectural value,
Wow.
some generational remodels it looks like, but super charming. The outdoor spaces, I mean, it's 1,500 square feet plus massive outdoor space. And the outdoor space is just awesome with the great views.
Wow.
So,
I'm looking at that parcel map.
yeah.
That's trippy. That's awesome. All right. Well, congrats to these two. I'm sure everybody's happy. It's a beautiful house. The next one we're going to look at is, let's see, 933 East Edgeware Road. Let's take a look here. Now, that started at $2,100,000. It went up to $2,366,694.
Yeah, this is a super charming house with a massive amount of original details in HPOZ of Angelino Heights. No surprise here to me. It's a lot of square footage.
4-bedroom, let's see, 933 East Edgeware Road, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,565 square feet of living space. Yeah, sold $2,366,694, 9,000 square foot lot. Took 15 days on the market. It started at $2,100,000. Original build year was 1913. Wow.
Yeah.
And brought to us by Tracy Doe, Ryan Judd, and on the buying side, Mary Regal and Rob Kallick. So congrats to them. Yeah, look at all that original
Sure, it's on a big
period
lot.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a beautiful space.
Yeah. All right. Next. All right. So the next one is, let's see, 5214 Argus Drive. Let's see where Argus it is.
So we're going over to Eagle Rock now.
All right. So this started at $1,388,000 and landed at $1,602,650. Let's see what that'll get you. All right. 5214 Argus Drive, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,520 square feet, $1,602,650, 9,618 square foot lot. Days on market 9, and yeah, started at $1,388,000. 1910 was the original build year, and this was brought to us by Andrea Markham Valentine at EXP, and on the buying side, Mohammed Etman over at Compass. Again, a bunch of great original details with obvious updates where they should be.
Yeah, good to hear Andrea's name out there. She's been around for a while. And the property is well prepped, well laid out, charming inside. The backyard is huge. That's got to help. That's a neighborhood of very large lots over there. So, yeah, again, not surprised.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that lot.
Yep.
Start your own farm. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we have any.
I will say it's an example on those three. You know, we're evaluating things that are seller wins, and in all those cases, we're complementing the property in so many ways, and those elements, if properly presented and negotiated, will bring the value up. You know, with an agent that knows what they're doing, and this is an example. I mean, forget the whole property prep thing, whatever the case may be. When it went to market, it had a lot of quality components, and the price went up because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And unlike, I mean, I'm sure there was some property prep, but this certainly looked like owner improvements and some real preservation, some real maintenance there.
More often than not, it's a combination of both.
Right.
So if a seller isn't maintaining their property, sometimes they'll concede and let a lot of work be done. But sometimes there's resistance because that's how they've kind of occupied the space and lived in it. And like I'm saying now, in contrast, I have not looked at the ones you're going to pull up here, but I'm going to guess that there are some buyer wins because they didn't do all that work.
Yeah, this
combination.
Is a great example.
Yeah.
Just what we're starting with. You're right.
Yeah.
So this is Highland Park. It's 5140 Baltimore Street, 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 756 square feet, sold for $750,000. Wow, this is a project. 4,407 square feet of lot. Took 22 days on the market. It started at $849,000, and yeah, it slipped downward. This was built in 1923. This is brought to us by Steve Morton at Irvine Ranch Realty. Doesn't sound local. This was bought by Jose Arana. We know Jose, don't we? That sounds so Century 21.
No, don't know.
But yeah, here we go. Look at that.
Yeah, it looks to me like I'm looking at this house and, I did not see it in person, but it's got charm. It's got wood siding that looks like it's in reasonable condition, rock walls. It's got some original elements that are nice and could be enhanced, but they didn't do the work. It's got the original carpet in there still. They didn't even trim the grass in the backyard, which is, 2 feet tall.
Well, at the very least, right, Darren, it's got to be clean or clean looking. Some effort needs to be made.
This
trash bag.
At minimum, yes, clean it up, cut the grass, take the old carpet out. It doesn't always have to be a $20, $30 plus $1,000 project. It can be $5,000, and that can go a long way and get a lot more of a return. But you know what? I like seeing the seller win, or the buyer win sometimes.
Yeah.
So, good for the buyer here, and they'll be able to get some equity pretty quickly because there was no prep put into it.
Yep. All right. Well, $99,000 back in their pocket. Now we go off to 5712 Spring Oak Drive. Horse of a different color here. The original list price $2,725,000. And it sold for $2,550,000. So the $175,000 savings to the lucky buyer. All right, so let's take a look. There it is. Now here, and I didn't look through all the pictures, but my first comment on this one was, photo looks a little dark. Maybe it needs to be brighter. Maybe they were going for a mood here. But let's take a look. 5712 Spring Oak Drive, 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 3,345 square feet of living space. Sold for $2,550,000, 6,678 square feet of lot, and took 231 days to sell. What's going on here? Gosh, it started at $2,995,000. So.
Yeah, so they reduced and then it sold even less than that. This is, again, all these are good examples. It's an example of overpricing, right? They may have started if they started at $2,500,000, it may have bumped up. But they started at $2,900,000, so it came down. The market will ultimately reveal the price. In the end, I look at the house and I'm like, it's got, a mix of styles. It's not an open floor plan. It's a little more compartmentalized. It has a great backyard with a huge pool. So it's, and the spatial dynamics, it looks like there's a large master. It's got some things going for it. But I feel like it wasn't all pulled together. And it started high. Once you start high in price, everything, more often than not, everything's difficult from there. But it's not like we haven't had those sellers who want to start high as well.
Well, and I was just going to say, for Michael McGuire and Victoria Massengale over at Compass, the listing agents. Hats off to you, even though I'm not going to take mine off, because you lasted through 231 days of, I'm sure, some back and forth. So good for you.
Right. It's a tough conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the longer you're into it, the tougher the conversations can get. This looks like somebody lived there, and that makes it a little less stressful. But I can assure you that if it's a vacant house, that stress comes fast if it's not moving.
Yep. All right. Well, congrats to Brent Watson and Marco Saleri over at Coldwell Banker, representing the buyers. You got a very nice house. Congrats. All right. Next, we have, Los Feliz Boulevard, 4955 Los Feliz Boulevard.
We're dropping in a few of these huge ones lately, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, if you make that much money, I guess you get to save money too. Okay. Los Feliz Boulevard. There it is. Okay, let's take a look. Looks like an estate. Okay. So this is 4955 Los Feliz Boulevard. It is a 5-bedroom, 8-bath, 5,345 square feet of living space. It sold for $4,200,000. It's on a 12,801 square foot lot. The original price, list price, was $4,900,000. So again, chasing it down. It took 26 days on the market, so that's some good news.
Yeah.
1993 build. You can see some of that in these pictures. And this was brought to us by Tanya Ferris over at Coldwell Banker. And the buying agents, our good friends Eileen Moreno, Laura Moreno, and Papa George Moreno. So, yeah. Great looking house. Some things to update, I'm sure.
Detached guest quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, when you get up into these price ranges, the pool of potential buyers narrows quickly. And I think, as there's a lot more speculation on where the market's going, I think we'll see some of these drops, some of these discounts for people who are on the fence, on the side of thinking the market's going to shift compared to people who are on the side of thinking it's going to grow or continue to stabilize.
Okay. Well, congrats to both. And we are on to actives. All right. Back. Okay. Actives. Okay. Okay. Getting there. Okay. Do you want to start in your neighborhood, Darren? Silver Lake, Echo Park?
Sure. Yeah. So, just first one, very solid house, solid neighborhood, 1342 Benton.
Okay. There it is.
This is a typical house for Benton, where the house, garage at street level, house resting above garage level.
1342 North Benton Way, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,510 square feet of living space, listed at $1,699,000 on a lot, 5,210. Days on market, it's been 6. What else here? 1919 was the original build.
Yeah.
And this is brought to us by Melinda Ray and Tracy Doe, Great Compass. Clean, modern, respective of the past.
Yeah, a little mix of everything. It's a little more eclectic. It's probably had some generational upgrades. There's some stucco at the front, but some wood siding at the back. A slightly
siding
more.
in the back is nice.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. There's an updated bathroom. it looks clean. It shows well. It's a little eclectic, and it's staged appropriately to help bring that out and make it all make sense. And it's, again, in a neighborhood where this is the right price point for this neighborhood. So I think it'll sell fast.
Yeah. Okay. Next. Go back. What do you say?
There is, this group of listings of 61, there is at least one development that I'm not looking to jump into, but Joel's Place. So we've got 6, 7, 8 of these listings are all one development.
That's
in
White
one.
Knoll. Yeah.
Yeah, one building. So I mean, that whenever you get a situation like that, it kind of throws things out of whack for that moment. So I'm just pointing that out. Griffith Park. This is Griffith Park up above Los Feliz, but it's a nice house in a nice neighborhood for $2 million. 3455 Griffith Park Boulevard.
Attic lighting, like that. 3455 Griffith Park Boulevard. It is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 1,992 square feet of living space. And yeah, $1,999,999. 7,300 square foot of lot. Days on market 7. Let's see, original build 1926. And brought to us by Anthony Paradise over at Sotheby's.
Yeah, super charming property. Lots of character. In a fantastic neighborhood. Very dramatic living room with open beam ceilings. Very nice curb appeal.
Wow.
Look
at that
I think
yard.
this will sell fast. Yeah, the rear is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gee, Darren, we're not being very negative enough. Yeah, that's great. That's great too. All right.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Just so you know, we're realistic when we're showing properties. Let's see. We're going these multi-millions. Let's look at 4414 Mont Eagle, right? So what do you get for $900,000? It's a good neighborhood. It's a good street.
Yeah.
And we have a whopping one photo. I guess for $900,000, you only get one photo. It's a place to start.
Well, that's done. That's not cool.
I remember, Joe, I'm going to date myself again here.
Yeah.
Old
man.
Yes, I know. Being in a big real estate meeting with our office and the broker, but this was back in 2005, 2006. And the broker's like, look, man, you need to take more than one photo, right? One photo from the street is not acceptable. We're not doing our profession any justice. And this one guy stands up. He says, I have a new listing and I have 45 photos. And it's land. Always remember that, man.
Well, that's overkill.
Total overkill. That was his whole purpose for standing up and saying that. But yeah, you gotta show. I mean, you're telling a story, both with the write-up and the photos, and if there's no story to tell.
The ones I love, we've seen it a couple of times. I'm sure it's when they don't even get out of the car.
They don't even get out of the car. When they take a picture of the toilet with the seat up, and it's like they honed in on the toilet. That one just gets me. And I swear I see that once a month at least. Yeah.
I'm kind of... what about Bedau Avenue? That is 2878 Bedau Avenue. It looks nice from the outside. Let's see. So that is our El Sereno.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's a great price.
So yeah, 2878 Bedau Avenue, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,584 square feet, living space, 949,000. Yeah, it looks really clean. Lot size 4,667. Does have an open house tomorrow, 11 to 2, and then 2 days later, I believe Thursday that is, 10/7, 5 to 7, to enjoy the sunset. Days on market 4, and original build 1925. This is brought to us by Alexander Trevino. How you doing, Alex? Looks good.
Yeah. No, this is going to sell fast, and it's going to be one of those where we're going to be putting in a seller win category. This is underpriced. The house looks great. It's good square footage, open floor plan, nice lot, views. I know it's El Sereno, but certainly over the last year, $1 million price points have become very common in El Sereno.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This
looks very complete. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good job. Okay.
I had some other ones. Let me see what else I had here. Let me find them real quick, Joe. F40. Sure, 4633 Avenue 40.
I'm sorry, 4463?
4633.
633. There it is. Okay, 4633 North Avenue 40. That's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,269 square feet of living space. 999,000 list price. 6,424 square feet of lot. It's been on the market for 4 days only. Great looking kitchen. Let's see, built 1938 and brought to us by Karen Sharp and Drew Bell.
Right, so very
Glass
simple
Park.
staging. Yeah, it's interesting. The overly simplified staging lacks emotion. So, is this 2 units?
Yeah, so here it goes.
It's
Bonus
units.
space galore, 1,269 square feet on public record, plus approximately 1,370 bonus space.
God.
Single family residence, currently set up like a duplex. Whoa.
God, I see it. When you get to picture 43, it's up,
You see
down.
the stacked. Yeah.
Probably all a basement that was then converted. Yeah, because the one is fully furnished and looks great.
Wow.
Gosh, I don't know what to say there. 1,000 square feet of bonus space. So this is 2,200 square feet. That's a deal at $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. I don't know what to say.
Guys.
Always read the comments. That's my thing to say there. 1,000 square foot of bonus space. You don't see that very often. You see bonus space all the time, man. You're carving out like a freaking a $50 shed from Home Depot. Bonus space, backyard, but it's usually not 1,000 square feet.
Here's another house.
Right, exactly. That's what they should have said.
Right,
and there's
truly.
a second bonus house, right?
All right.
That's funny.
What else do you see here?
Let's look at Oban, 1001 Oban.
01.
And then York. Yeah.
Oh, it's not on my. Just change status. Let's see. I'll find it. 1001 Oban. Okay.
This looks like something with some upside potential. It's listed at 975, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,643 square feet. All exterior photos. What does the write-up say on this one? That makes me
3-bed,
question.
2-bath, 1,643 square feet, 975,000, 5,581 square foot lot. Days on market just came out and it's pending.
Oh, the
What's going on?
status changed. That's why you're
What's
not
going
seeing
on,
it.
Dora Cordera?
Yeah,
Real estate group.
Dora
She already
Cordera
had it
had
sold.
A buyer in her pocket.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move
All right.
on. 5908 York has a lot of square footage for a low price. 1,424 square feet for $695. I'd be curious to see what this looks like.
5901.
5908 York.
08.
They're trying to sell this as, I think, as land.
It's a mess. Let's see.
It's a mess. Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Right? Makes sense.
Porch is looking a little laggy. 5908 York Boulevard, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,424 square feet. $695,000. Boom. There you go. 5,600 square feet lot. Days on market 6. Shouldn't even be on the market now. Should be sold. Eric?
Cash, hard money only. Clearly, it doesn't take much. This is in Highland Park, and they say, located near Dodger Stadium, Hollywood Bowl, Griffith Observatory, and LA Zoo. All of those things aren't located near each other, so I don't know how the property could be located near all of them. It's in LA. It's like, obviously I'm not from LA, so I don't understand these things. Too funny. But it's not going to matter. It's, it is a good price. Even if somebody, remodels it and converts the very large garage to an ADU, and there's lots of upside potential with this
Probably
property.
just needs some privacy from the street. It's probably busy right there.
Let's see. Where is this on York? This is at York and
It's
Aldama.
Branch? Is it Aldama?
It
Okay.
is. Yeah, Branch is one street over. That's where I have a property. Yeah, it's close. Hey, people are fine being in commercial zones these days. It's very close to some restaurants there. Yeah, it's a very walkable location. So, yeah, but the C2 zoning is, that's they do not call out the details. There was one photo that I think was trying to highlight what you can do in a C2.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see it close enough, but like R3, what I've been working on lately on another project, that's 1 unit per 400 square feet. I think C2 I think it's going to be similar. So you could go for density on this property. Cool.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
Let's see if there's anything that really stands out. Yeah. It's interesting to me because it's very close to the one we just looked at. 6051 Fayette.
6051. So, there it goes.
It's a smaller house. So everything
Bedroom,
is
2-bath. Yeah.
proportionally a bit smaller.
840 square feet. 949. That's the list price. Smaller lot, 3,200. It'll
Wow.
be open on the 9th, Saturday, and then, let's see, 1 to 4, and then Sunday, 1 to 4.
It's got some charm. It's well staged.
He's on market 2. Yeah. Brought to us by Rachel Wietzbusch and John Herkenrath.
Yeah, actually, it's not staged. I'm guessing they live there. Maybe there's been some editing because there's too much stuff for it to be staged. So, yeah, small lot, smaller size house in a improving Highland Park neighborhood with more and more walkable components coming in there. There's I mentioned this restaurant to you a couple weeks back. Poncha is just down the street there, which is a fantastic Mexican restaurant there from someone who's local. So yeah, visit that place. It's awesome. So cool. I think that's it, man.
Great. All right. And one last announcement. So Art Unite, we are getting closer. We're a little under 7 weeks away. And we've got a DJ secured. We have a location secured, Tropico de Nopal Art Gallery in Echo Park. And DJ Yukisito, who is, if he wasn't Japanese, actually he might be more Latin than Japanese at this point. But he does Latin electronica with traditional music, Latin music, speaks Spanish. He's an amazing guy, very eclectic, should be a lot of fun. RSVP if you can. If you know artists, we certainly are always welcoming more artists. So submit your work as well. Okay?
Yeah,
All right.
just pointing out that it's our annual event, the opportunity to connect with our clients and see people, in addition to raising money for a great organization in CCAC, which supports local youth. Always, the combination of all those things are great. It'd be lovely to see some people. We will all be conscious and aware of COVID protocol. We're assuming the art will be indoors and 100% masks while in there, but there is a very large outdoor space as well, where I'm assuming the DJ will be outside.
Yes.
Hoping to dance it up a little there, Joe.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is replacing our holiday party for the last couple years. So yeah, we definitely have to get our old clients there and get their support. I agree, man.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thanks for working on that.
Guys, have a great week. We'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Bye.
All right. Bye.
See ya.